Fellas, what is that? What is that behind me right there? Come take a look. I would like to introduce you to our fully carbon fiber CSL style trunk. Just look at this thing. I picked it up from Souvenir Motorsports. You know, I had to go crazy on Black Friday. It's got the carbon weave, obviously with the sun right now down. It's gonna be hard to really do this justice, but you guys get the idea. And then in this box, I wonder what could also be changing on this car. I mean, we got the carbon trunk. Now, you know, we gotta have something else to pair with it. I thought it might be time for You already know we have to do the clear GTS OLED sequential tail lights. I got these from Bimmer Plug. These puppies are going to look so good now that we have the satin black. The OEMs go hard. You know, don't get me wrong. These are a really nice pair. I don't know. I kind of want to switch it up a little bit, try something new. And I think with the black, just look at that. Oh, it's going to look so aggressive. And then with the carbon trunk, I'm in BMW La La Land right now. I wanted to do these things for so long. So we'll see how this install goes today. I have no idea. You know, I couldn't find any videos online about this trunk and how to install it. So it's going to kind of be a gamble or a challenge. And I like challenges. So let's just get one last look at her here in the OEM setup. As for now, hopefully I can get that trunk in the back of here, and I think it should fit. So let's see. Here we go, fingers crossed. This thing is so light, it is unreal. Look at this. Yes, bro. Well, mission successful. It is all nice and loaded up here. Look at that. Look at all the room. Oh my God, this is just a great car. You see, you Supra owners on the other hand, I got nothing to say. There we have it. Now I just need to load up our taillights and we should be good to go. Oh, and I forgot to mention, we went gloss black roof. I totally forgot to mention that. So the reason I went gloss black roof is to make it flow, so it almost looks like it's one solid glass panel. So much nicer. Look at that. It's like it's all glass. So nice. So fellas, join me today as we absolutely conquer to create the crispiest G20, I don't know, the world has ever seen. Also, I'm still on the base log. I just sent over my 2,500 to 4,000 RPM, like initial tune or initial data log over to Shoop. So we'll see what he says. Hopefully everything is smooth with that. I'd love to rip on the car on this drive, but I gotta drive like a grandma. We gotta keep this thing in comfort, 8th gear. We're in 40 mile per gallon mode, boys. 40 miles per gallon. Y'all think I'd probably be crazy to say that B58s can get 40 miles per gallon. But let me just say my November snapshot, 41.3 for a 3-hour trip was my best MPG. Only a B58 could do that, man. Only a car can push 800 horsepower and still get 40 MPG. It's crazy. Alrighty, so we got her all nice and pulled in the garage. What we're doing here is popping out each of these tabs because basically this entire part right here comes out. We're gonna have to remove stuff like this. You can see this is the emblem that came off the rear trunk. It has these two little tabs that stick out. And I think we might have to drill here to reference where the badge goes because I definitely want to put the badge on. Oh man, this carbon looks crazy. Look at that. Oh, I'm so hyped for this. CSL one is definitely the one to go with. I know some people run the round one where it's kind of curved and I just feel like it doesn't have enough angle. It doesn't look aggressive enough. The CSL one has that nice duck bill and it just looks so good. So much better. We're gonna get these guys all popped out. Hopefully we can get this trunk removed, get the show on the road here. It's undoing the wiring harness. He's taking off our clamp. Right there, our latch for the trunk. We're keeping these, so these won't change because that's obviously where the new trunk is going to bolt right here. But the hard part is going to be getting this stuff removed and finding a way to get the harness out from under this trunk. So we're now undoing the headlight right here. Tail light. taillight.
So it literally just fully unclamps?
Yeah, the thing completely comes off. Tab. Yeah, there we go. Should just come right out. There you have it. All right, so we got just about all the wiring harness undone. This guy here was a pain in the butt, like these clips. We are just removing this trunk right now so we can transfer the rest of the stuff to this guy. You can see we already got one of the pieces in. The only issue is these little light clips right here do not fit into this guy because these are too small. So we gotta find a way to shave those down. I just don't know why they couldn't cut it out the first time just for it to pop right in. We can always take dimensions of these and figure out exactly how much we need to cut this, or potentially get a Dremel to try to get in there and do some magic.
Okay, lift it up.
Let's just put it right here.
Yeah.
So much heavier. Guys, this is so much heavier than the carbon one. The carbon one, it just feels like nothing. We're having to take a quick break to go to Wilco to get a Dremel. Unfortunately, the trunk does not have proper holes in terms of the size, so we're gonna have to mark them off with some painter's tape, Dremel them out so we can actually clip in the things like the license plate light as well as rear view camera and trunk latch. Definitely a little bit more of a hindrance to have to, you know, cut carbon. You know, it's very delicate and we want to try to make things precise because if we mess up, then it could be a whole nother heap of issues. Hopefully we can use the old trunk to reference the new trunk and everything will go smooth and just clipping. If we didn't have to cut and do all that stuff, we could probably have this done in less than an hour.
But I think it's just...
All right, fellas, Wilco. Yeah, as long as we can get the stuff clipped in, which I think once we cut this stuff, we should be able to blaze through it. So we are now getting this Dremel all connected. We marked off from the OEM trunk here where we need to cut. So we're gonna Dremel in through these lines, as you can see, so then it'll open it up so we can actually snap the parts in. So we gotta do it with this guy, these two, even these holes right here. Taco Bell fart?
Taco Bell fart.
Oh, Jesus. Here's the update. Cool, baby, check us out. We're just getting this one last side done right here. We have to remove these little side panels to get into here. I know there's a couple bolts on the outside and then two right here. We are on the final stretch. This guy's all set up, ready to go. We just gotta get that emblem on there. And then this beauty, all we have to do left now is just put the trunk back onto here. But my, oh my, this thing, fellas, I wish you could see it in person. It just looks so clean, the color, the black with the clear taillights and I can't even talk. And then the carbon trunk on top of that. I cannot wait to see what this is gonna look like in the day. But so far, it just looks so good. The electric is super light, so I don't know if we're gonna...
Hold it steady for me.
You saw the sequential? Watch. Ready? Because the insides won't light up.
Yeah.
Look at.
Pretty cool.
You gotta admit,
Try to pop the trunk.
that's pretty freaking baller. That's how much lighter it is. So now it just shuts.
Okay, try it. Open it.
Guys, look at this. Oh my gosh. Look at how baller that looks. And then ready? You guys ready for this? Oh my gosh. Dude, it looks so... Oh, I'm so happy I got these. These actually look insane in person. All right, let's get this wiring done and we're out. Once we get that BMW emblem right smack on there. Here, one more time. Look at the sequential. Oh, it's not doing it. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Oh my gosh. Dude, I'm so happy. Bam, baby. Bing, bang, bong. Look at her. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. These GTS taillights were always so controversial, but I think with the satin black and then the carbon trunk, it actually works. Like, it actually works. It just looks so much more aggressive. I have to clean off all this carbon because right here, this is not seated properly. So I'm gonna actually have to re-Dremel that area. Definitely a little bit more difficult of an install, a little bit more of a pain, but the part that I really like is the flush fitment right here. Flush fitment. That's the part that for me is the biggest deal because I've seen a lot of these trunks where it actually has a gap right here and these taillights don't line up and that would drive me absolutely mad. You already know we got to get a shot with the sequential. Oh man, look at that. Dude, they look so good. Yeah, guys, I didn't think I'd like the GTS, but I think I've been swayed. So my next task is not only to fix this little bracket right inside there, but also to figure out our emblem here. So I think for the emblem, I'm gonna drill. I'm just gonna mark it. So we're gonna drill 2 little holes because of those prongs, and then use 3M tape, and it should just right into there. And then I'll show you the cutout that I made to reference this, just to try to make it exactly how it was on the other trunk. I want that OEM fit, baby. I want it to be nice and flush, just so it's sealed, so no water gets in there. But here's the little reference I was talking about. I cut it exactly like how it is on the OEM trunk. So I'm gonna stick this puppy on just like that. We're gonna whip out the Dremel. We're gonna get cutting. So there is the reference. You can see we have a little bit more that we need to cover or cut, just so it'll fit nice and flush. So we are gonna whip out the Dremel 3000 here. I'm about to go absolutely crazy with this thing. Success. Nice and flush. No issues there. I just tested it. It works. I'm super happy about that. But look at this. One thing I did notice is right here. Look at that. That's inside. That's a big no-no. It is cold. I know that with OLED taillights, sometimes they can fog up and have condensation. If the sun does hit this and it doesn't evaporate, then we definitely have an issue there. I did order Gore-Tex patches to switch them out just in case, but hopefully there's no cracks or anything throughout these. I do remember reading on the forums, so hopefully we don't run into that in the future. It'd be a shame if we just had taillights that filled up like a fishbowl. We are definitely making some nice progress, guys. Check it out. So much better now that it has the cover. See this cover? So this cover right here is going to be super, super clutch. I was even able to snap these guys in. We're pretty much coming along. All we have to do is the emblem. Well, would you look at that? Oh my gosh, it looks so much better with the emblem. Before the badge, it was not bad. Emblem now just really accentuates it. Guys, I am happy right now. This looks so good. I haven't even seen the carbon in the sun either yet, so you can see I still gotta give it a little shower, little bath action here to get rid of all that carbon. Just take one more moment. Once we have the gloss black OEM wheels, this thing is going to be stunting. Oh man. I might be able to angle it real quick just so we can get a little bit more sun on it. Let's just see. There you have it, guys. Not the best day for sun, but you get the idea. Oh my, dude. I don't think you guys understand how hyped I am. This build is about to take off. We're about to go SpaceX. And what I love about the M340i's is they're still under the radar. This is such a low-key car. You would have no idea that this thing could run all the way up to almost 900 wheel horsepower if you're just randomly coming across it on the street, unless you know your cars. This is gonna be what Batman would drive if he owned a G20, and I cannot wait to get this thing finally tuned so we can really get the party started. So fellas, thanks again for tuning in. As always, thanks for supporting this build. Only more good stuff to come. So as always, see you in the next one.